Hey guys, this is Camfrey15, joined by my co-host, the Red Wolf, and we are back again with another week of Dragon Quest. Again, I know, well, I have an Xbox One, if you do see the background, but this show is definitely going to make me, if not, I'm already sold on getting this Dragon Quest Definitive Edition that's coming out on December 5th. Hey, it could be a nice birthday present for me because my birthday's only like a few days after. After the game releases. So, my birthday is actually a few days after the game before it comes out on release date on December 5th. I might actually buy that game. I'll probably buy the physical copy because it seems like it's going to be a good game. And I guess you can say I like RPG games too. So it'll be something new. Plus, I guess it's a makeup for the fact that I can't play the fairy tale. I know. Don't worry. I already told myself, when I have the money, I'm buying me a PS5. I'm not buying it now because, one, I don't have the money. Well, I have the money, but I just don't want to blow it right now, especially when it comes to the holiday season. You know, you want to get your family members gifts and everything. But I will probably be getting a PS5 sometime next year. I don't know when, I don't know how. I will get it, and I'll play it. I am looking forward to that Eden Zero game, though. Even though I know nothing about Eden Zero.
Yeah, I am curious.
But, hey, we're not talking about Eden Zero. When we get to Eden Zero, we'll talk about that anime because that's coming out with an anime, too. We're here to talk about Dragon Quest. Anyways, today's episode was, really good! Oh my god.
It's only gonna get better. Sure.
I know. I don't think we can say it enough, but damn it, man. If you can say Toei, for once, has great animation, oh my goodness. I have not seen one fault of animation yet. Toei, could you please keep it up? You know, the animation is flames, and keep it like that. The only other second project that has great animation right now is probably One Piece, and mostly because it's the highly anticipated Wano arc. They better not go back to that BS animation again. But anyways, we're here to see. Well, this episode contained the climax battle between Avan and Hadlar, as well as, I guess, the awakening of Dai's true power against Hadlar, making him retreat for the time being. So, you ready to get into this review, buddy?
All set.
Alright. Anyways, we start the episode off where we last left off, where Avan kind of pulled a Piccolo in terms of defending a blast for our heroes. The only difference is, compared to the Piccolo one, he didn't kill over and die. He kind of takes a Vegeta route, or a Chaozu route, however you want to take it, but okay. Anyways, Avan tells Dai and Pop that Hadlar is too strong, even for him, but he'll take care of him, and he tells Dai, or he gives Dai and Pop a mission of, essentially, one day to defeat the Dark King Vern, which, okay, that seems like it would be the next sensible thing to do after this instant. Now, obviously you have Pop and Dai like, whoa, you can't take him on, Master, let us help you, Master. But Avan's like, yeah, no. And he uses this skill called Clang that essentially turns your body into steel and will repel any magical attack dished out at you. And since they're turned to steel, they can't move. Which...
And for some reason, they're still able to speak. Okay.
Plot. But I guess you're right about that. I think last week we speculated that he would like send them away somewhere, and he would like use a magic skill to like transport them somewhere to like, I don't know, like far away from there. But I guess here works here too because it became effective and it gave Dai the inspiration to do what he did later on in this episode. Now, after he does that, Avan gives these little necklaces called the insignias of Avan, which means they graduated essentially from what they learned from him, even though technically they fully didn't graduate from learning all his techniques. But okay, it's a nice goodbye gift to honor him. And stuff like that. Now, the fight goes back to Avan and Hadlar. And I gotta just give respect to Hadlar. That dude was like, he just had his arms crossed, and he just let him like, I'll let him say goodbye to his students one final time before he dies. At least he was respectful in doing that, because the typical bad guy would be like, man, screw this. I'm beating your ass right now. But so Avan gets back into the fight, but say he got rocked. He really got rocked. Because the dude did not get one single ounce of offense on him.
Yep.
Like, dude was taking punches to the, like, under the chin, the face, the gut. Like, dude was getting tossed around. And I'm like, Jesus.
And up to that final gut punch.
Yes. So essentially, by using his life energy, he does this spell named Magante, which essentially is a, I guess, like I said, Shatsu from the Sand Saga where he blows himself up, or I guess you can say a final explosion. And yeah, now Hadlar's freaking out. He's like, you're gonna die too. I'm like, well, why would you care? Because, oh wait, you're gonna die as well. So you get a big explosion. Obviously, Dai, Pop, Goma-chan, and Grandpa Brass are not affected because of the Kachang skill Avan used on them, and you just see a huge, gigantic crater. And you think, you know, he did it. He managed to sacrifice his life so Dai and Pop can live on and grow stronger. But at the same time, in the back of my head, I'm like, it's anime. When has there ever been a final explosion attack where it's just a bomb attack and 9 out of 10 times the user's never dead? Well, the person who takes the brunt of the attack up close never dies. If you really thought that, then you must be a first newcomer to anime. Because, let me just tell you, if you're a newcomer to anime, yeah, whenever any anime character, it don't matter what anime, it don't have to be shonen, it can be just any anime in general. If there's a gigantic explosion to take out somebody in a sacrifice, it never works. Dragon Ball, it never worked. Shatsu, that didn't work for him. Vegeta, it didn't work for him. Netero, it didn't work for him against Meruem, even though it looked badass. And I still say, well, it worked somewhat. That's what I can say. If it wasn't for those 2 clowns that brought him back from the dead. Yeah, what else? It didn't work with Pell from One Piece when he literally took a whole bomb into the sky and somehow still lived from that. I have no question or no clue how he lived from a bomb. But okay, plot! I still think that's one of the most bullshit ass One Piece, like, deaths that should have happened but never did happen. There's no way you can tell me Pell lived from a straight-faced bomb attack. Had no blocking, no nothing. Straight up took the bomb and still lived from it. I see at the end of the damn Alabasta arc, he's still alive, just getting, you know, medical help. Like, he just got beat up. I'm like, what is this? Any other blow-up mentions you want to mention here that a bad guy lived from?
I think you got all of them that were in my mind.
Okay. Anyways, like I said, Hadlar still lives. The only problem is he's got like freaking holes, like 8 holes in the side of his forehead. One, I'm just questioning how you do not have a loss of blood coming out. Heck, it's funny because Jesus, his blood when he starts getting like, his blood like shoots out like it was Majin Buu's little steam pipes, or steam clouds.
Don't forget, he has those damn regeneration abilities.
Yeah, he kind of really didn't use that after his after the blow up attack. I think maybe because as we saw at the end of the episode, it took him some time to regenerate his wounds. So yeah, would you like to explain the Dai versus Hadlar fight? Since I talked about the Avan versus Hadlar.
Hadlar survived, like Cameron says. Just like every other villain in every Shonen Jump anime, or any anime in general. Hadlar was about to kill them while they can't move in their current state. And that's where like Dai is all like, I got it. If we die here, what did our master sacrifice himself for and stuff? Yeah, and that's where his sudden power got triggered again, and somehow Hadlar knows that form. He gets the crest on his forehead, and Hadlar explained that it's a dragon, which would mean, and he says, could he be a dragon knight? Yes, and then they start clashing. Hadlar goes for a punch. Dai cuts his fist. I'm like, ouch.
Also, don't expect us to go into detail what a Dragon Knight is, because we do not know nothing about Dragon Quest. If you want to help us out in saying, like, in the comment section without spoiling the rest of the series, what a Dragon Knight is, please, because we do not know Dragon Quest terms. Continue.
Yeah, and that's where we see Hadlar just freaking out and stuff.
I'm sorry to cut you off. This literally reminded me of, just like I said earlier, a few episodes ago, I said Hadlar reminded me of Demon King Piccolo. Literally, he gives these same shocked expressions like Piccolo does when he was just bewildered at Goku's overwhelming strength.
Okay, now where are we? Oh yes.
His hand with the blade.
And that Hadlar just was clashing with Dai, and Dai is actually fighting him really well. And Hadlar does a sizzle technique. I think that's what it's called.
I think he used Kaboom.
And Dai countered it with an Avan Thrash.
Which the animation looked really good. The animation for Dai versus Hadlar was amazing. Especially that one scene where Dai used magic to counteract the one fire blast attack with his blue fire. Kind of makes sense why his fire would beat Hadlar's fire, because blue fire is hotter than regular fire.
Yeah. I guess that.
Yeah, the animation for this fight was crazy. It was really freaking good. Like, I was like, oh my gosh. Yeah, fluid animation, just the fight, it was just going around, like, I was like, holy shit, this is great. And obviously the Avan Thrash, animation for the attack looked just beautiful. So yeah. Also, I don't think we mentioned this in the past when I guess Dai goes into his, I guess what you can call his Dragon Quest mode. the animation looks of his aura looks crazy good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just like the blue it gives off, the blue coloring it gives off. So yeah, after using the Avan Strash, it literally cuts Hadlar's hands off. Like, legit, the dude is handless, and he's like, fuck! And essentially he goes on, he's like, I'll remember your name, damn it! I'll remember it, and I'll come back to kill you! Die! And then he uses this wing thing, I forgot what they called it, and he essentially retreats for the time being. And yeah, so one, they kind of give a memorial to Avan by leaving not only his sword, but his broken glasses, with obviously the rock die cut in half as essentially a burial or a tomb. You know, here lies Master Avan and stuff like that. And that's when Grandpa Brass, you know, asks Dai the question. He's like, so Dai, are you gonna stay here and train under me to learn your magic better? Also, another thing, the magic little dome circle, that's still in effect, which goes to show you, even after Avan's dead, that thing's still in effect. You would think it would go away after he died, but then again, we can say with the metal, the Kachang skill, that was still in effect till they broke out of it. So, you know, that's another thing. And then obviously Grandpa Brass is like, well, are you gonna go out to the regular world? Which obviously he's gonna lead into next week's episode and stuff like that, because obviously Dai has to get stronger to not only beat Hadlar, but to beat the Dark King Vern. And then it cuts over to the home base of Hadlar, which is the Sovereign Rock Kingdom. Hadlar essentially goes back to his little throne. He heals his injury. His hands legit come back as if he was Namekian himself. He does reveal that his healing, re-healing is taking longer to heal because in the last fight with Dai put more of, I guess you could say, deeper wounds into his cuts and stuff like that. Also, Dark King Vern talks to him about that no one's gonna stop you now that Avan's dead, even though you kind of got roughed up and you almost lost your damn life. So, you know, you would think, oh, the bad guy here would just sit back on his throne and just enjoy and make his monsters do all this bidding and stuff like that. Well, Hadlar's like, fuck that. I can't let this boy die, freaking unlock his true potential and get stronger. So with my dark army, I'm going to find that pipsqueak and I'm going to kill him. Which, we'll see if he actually goes through with it. I don't think he is, but hey, if he can put an effort to it, maybe he'll be better than most anime villains that just sit back on their thrones and do nothing. But yeah. That's kind of where the episode ends off, and next week, Dai and Pop are going to be going on their own, and they're going to run into the girl, the other pink-haired girl, which in the next episode previous said it, her name is either Ma'am or Ma'am. I don't know how you pronounce the name. Something like that. It's something like that. It's spelled M-A-A-M.
We should just call her Mom right now.
I guess you can say that, yeah. It's going to be weird to call her legit Mom, but if I'm going to say Ma'am, that's fine for me.
Hi, Mom.
Anyways, yeah. So we finally get introduced to her character next week, which I'm looking forward to. So yeah. Oh yes, I almost forgot. When it showed to before Avan blew up, it cut back to like some sort of flashback of a girl. Now I don't know if that was the princess, or I don't know if that was the girl we're gonna see next week. It could be either or. Maybe it is her.
I'm pretty sure that's the princess from back when Avan was the hero.
That could be another thing. Or maybe, like I said, he could have had connection. Good. Easy. Technical tip. Or he could be maybe another. He probably could have known the other girl. Maybe he might have been the trainee of that girl. Maybe. Or I don't know, maybe they're somehow related. Who knows? I forgot to mention that, but I just remember that. But yeah, it was a great episode of Dragon Quest, Adventure of Dai. The animation, 10 out of 10. There's nothing else I can say. I never even speak on animation, like, let's be honest. In the reviews we've done, we never or hardly speak of animation. Like, if animation is really good, we'll be like, yeah, the animation was really good. But we never talk about animation like back to back weeks. But yeah. So anyways, like I said, Toei's doing a good job with this. Hopefully they can keep it up because we know Toei's track record. Anyways, we're gonna get out of here. So you guys like the video, leave a like. Put in the comment section your thoughts on this week's episode. Again, do not post spoilers for what happens in the future for this series, as well as if you want to put down what a Dragon Knight is, please do to make it more understandable for us. Go ahead.
Without spoiling it.
Yeah, without spoiling anything going on to the future. If there is spoilers pertaining to it, then don't tell us. Just give us like a generic summary of what it is in the Dragon Quest universe. That's what we kind of want to know, because we're new to Dragon Quest and we don't know nothing. Yeah, as well as hit that subscribe button if you want to get more Dragon Quest Dai reviews as the weeks progress. As well as if you are subscribed, hit that notification button so you do not miss any uploads or any updates that I provide to the channel. Anyways, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day. Until then, guys, yeah, I'll see you guys, or we'll see you guys next week for Dragon Quest Adventure. Yeah. Until then, guys, peace.